afternoon. Let me take a swallow. This is Cheryl Lentz, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, talking to you on Tuesday at 2. Today we are going to be trimming the town. Thank you, Miss Marie. She gave me a suggestion and requested that we do something with the trimming the town suite. And so I've been playing with it and having so much fun. I've showed a card in the past with that. So thank you, Miss Marie. We're going to do a fun fold card using this set, and you will receive that card. So we're excited. Thank you, thank you. I also want to thank my stamping family, my downline demonstrators, my family, stamping family that is so loyal to me, purchasing from me and supporting my stamping journey business. Because I found out from Sarah, my upline last night, I actually, this is kind of is like unreal to me, but I actually hit the top 100 in sales. I'm way down there. I'm number 96, but I'm in the top 100 of sales in the United States. So that's about 40,000 demonstrators, give or take some, in the United States alone. So I don't know how I did that. I mean, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I just sit and play with paper all day. But hello, Linda. But it's like I was in shock. I said, where did you hear that rumor? She said, it's on the website. I was like, oh my goodness. Shocking to me. So thank you all. I really, really appreciate all the support that I receive from my downline and my upline and all of my stamping family. I appreciate every order, and I can't tell you how much y'all mean to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm in awe and shock. So in saying that, we're going to be trimming the town, and I thought, well, how perfect to celebrate that. I'm not sure if you know, but Stampin' Up! Has a program that's called Making a Difference. And when we go on like incentive trips and different things, they always have something for us to do that will benefit that community. And they have done different stamp sets. Last year it was the stamp set, I think something nature. It had the deer and the little bunny and the fox, and super cute. And it's actually still current in the current annual catalog. This year, it's the Coming Home stamp set. So whether you purchase the stamp set alone or whether you purchase it in a bundle with the dies or the suite where you get all of the good things in this that are designed to go together with this product, they donate $3 of each sale from the stamp set to charities devoted to adoption, foster care, and infertility. Adoption, foster care are one of the things that I love. People that, my stampers that are here know we have a very full family thanks to adoption and foster care for my grandkids. So we have a very mixed family, and it's brought much joy to our lives. So that's another reason for pushing and advertising this set, because it goes to a very good cause. So with all that said, I am going to turn the camera around. If you're on, wave to me, let me know, talk to me. When the camera's turned, I can't see, but when I go back, I can see. And so I will go back afterwards, and then I will put it on YouTube, and I will put it on my blog, stampingjourney.com, so you can check that out. I will put the directions for today's card on my blog. So, and I think I need to look up, Cindy had just texted me and said, I have one that I put on August 25th. So I'm going to go back and look for that, and then I will put those directions on too. So try to get some of that information out to you. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you what the suite involves. Then we'll do some stamping. And then I'm going to show you the extra cards that I made, because it was like just so much fun. This is one of those sets and the paper that is so great that you just need the paper, your scissors, adhesive, cardstock, you're good to go. There's a lot you can do with just the designer paper. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Where's my little button? I always have to put my head up because I can't read. Hello, Barbara. All right, here we go. So I'm going to swing this around. Sorry when it moves around a lot. When I took it on vacation, I kind of got it kind of cattywampus on me. So here is it's in the holiday book on page 24, 25, and actually on page 26. It shows the whole suite, but I'm going to show you what's in this suite. So I'm going to start out with this beautiful paper, okay? The paper is lovely. So here's the one side, here's the town, right? And then, so you get 2 of each of these sheets, and they're both double-sided. So you'll see this one a lot in my cards today. I love the snowflakes and the town. This one in particular, I love, and I'm going to bring it really close up here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but why I love this paper is because it has all these people outside having a good time, but it's different skin tones. So, which is perfect for my individual family. And then you have this bold, wonderful kind of watercolory stripe. Love that one. This one too, I guess, is one of my favorites. I've used it a lot on the cards today. So lovely little forest. And then, woo, that's bright. And that'll hurt your eyes. Poppy Parade. And here are a little, and I did use this in one of the cards. So our little wreaths. And on the back side, so the stamp set itself does not come with words. However, look at all the words here. This is filled with words. So you could cut these out, different languages. So if you have somebody in France or Germany, you could send them salutations. However, there's English in here too. So there's a lot that you can cut out and use these. Here is a great focal point. Okay, so this set comes with dies. You can get dies. The dies would cut out these houses and the trees. I lost my big die for my tree. It's here somewhere. I can't find it. But anyhow, all of these homes. So if you don't want to do some stamping, if you're going away, cut out a bunch of them. Put your cards, put everything together, and then you could take it and put it together. You don't even have to have the ink. You have words on the last sheet, and you have all these houses. And then I love this stripe. Love the stripe. And then this one, we're going to use this on today's card. This, showing the whole town, right? So this you can cut up. This would be great for scrapbook pages, whatever you can do. I think it's a fabulous piece. We're going to use the mountain scene today. And then it has this wonderful kind of scribbly Poppy Parade design on the back. So I'm going to put that there. So so you get 2 of each of these 12 by 12 papers in the suite. Here's the stamp set. Coming home. Here are the dies, minus my big tree die. I don't know what I did with it. I have to find it here somewhere. But it has these kind of swirly dies for right here for the trees. This one has trees and it'll cut that nice swirl. And this will cut a swirl. So when you have your snow areas. The other thing that comes in here in the suite are all the trimmings, embellishments, which are really neat. They're Poppy Parade and white and bumblebee. So they have the little stars for on your tree. Hello, Terry. And this beautiful ribbon is in this suite. So it's Poppy Parade and Old Olive, trimmed in gold, 1/8 inch ribbon. So it's lovely. You can see that gleam. Makes great bows. Yeah, easy to use. So here is the suite. So if you would purchase the entire suite, you would get the designer paper, the ribbon, all the trimmings, the stamp set, the dies. It's $74.25. You can check it out on the website if you want more information on it. But really great. And the ribbon, there's 10 yards of each of these on each roll. So lots of ribbon to use. So you can use it generously. Okay. I'm going to get started today making a really fun fold card. Really fun fold. Okay, here's our card. So it would go in the envelope like this, and then it goes like this. So it's like a little box. And then here's the back side. So, ta-da. So cute. I got to move this over a little bit. There we go. So there we go. That's the card we're going to make today. And then you can see I did add our little snowflakes up here because I just can't resist using those snowflakes. So to start out making this card, I have a piece of pool party cardstock that is cut 11 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to score it. I didn't even do the scoring ahead of time. I thought, well, I'm going to score it with you. So I'm going to score it. So on my cutter here, this is the cutting blade, the one that matches the color of your machine here. And then the scoring is like a smoky slate, is gray. So you know you don't accidentally pull that one down. For scoring, you're going to use the gray one. Okay, and so this is 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. There we go. 5 1/2, and then at 7. So I'm just going along my edge here. 9. There we go. And 10 1/2. There. Ta-da. Okay. So I have it all scored here. All ready to go. And then I'm going to take my bone folder, and we're just going to fold on the score line. So you remember, you fold, this is indented, you fold towards the valley. Okay, so I'm going to keep folding this along here, keep folding it, keep folding it. There we go. Ta-da. Okay, so it's going to go like this into a box. Ta-da, ta-da. Really simple. Now, once I have that done, I'm going to take my tear and tape, and I'm going to put it on the edge closest to the score line here. So I'm just going to put that on there like that. Now you could use the super adhesive. I used my tear and tape because I had it right here. There we go. So I'm going to leave that on there, and I'm going to set that aside for now. Because I'm going to do some stamping first, I'm going to stamp in Memento because I used our blends to color in our little houses and trees, our little house and tree. So I'm going to use Memento ink here. I'm just going to make sure I get this inked up good. And stamp my little house. And then I stamped 2 trees on here also. 2. Now there are dies for that. This is the die I lost, but they can be, or you know, if you didn't even want to do this, you could cut it from the paper. So pretty cool. All right, now I'm going to let that dry for a minute, and I'm going to stamp the verse I'm using. So this particular set does not come with any words. However, I would just suggest either using those words on the designer paper that they give you, or pairing it up with, we have a number of great verses sets that are just Christmas verses. So that's what I've done. This particular one is, and I've used before, it's called Peace and Joy. So it's this stamp set with these fabulous dies, and that's what creates the joy here on the top. So I love this stamp set. I have used it a lot. So there's that. And then I'm going to do the little trick that I talked about last Friday for the verse on the back of the card. I'm going to move that over. So I'm going to use my markers. So I have the Misty Moonlight marker and Pool Party marker. And this stamp set, the verse here, is from, let's see here, I will tell you right now, maybe not. It's from Wrapped in Christmas. I've used this these we have like, look at all the different stamp sets we have with just Christmas verses. Lots to choose from in the catalog, lots to choose from. So that's where I got this from. And I'm just going to use the side of my marker. I'm going to start in the middle with my Poppy Parade. And I'm just going along the side of the marker. There we go. Color in all the ones that I want Poppy Parade. It gives it just a little bit of kind of a special look to it, you know, to add some different colors. Some of the stamp sets you can, like this Joy, you could have just cut it out, like stamped it all in one color and then cut out the Joy in another color and had it like use it as a little banner across the inside. Now I got a little on there. There we go. Okay, so I have that done. Now I'm going to add my Misty Moonlight. So with the paintbrush tip, I'm just going to go to the top first, and then I'm going to turn my stamp around so I feel like I have a little more control. There, I hit it a little bit there on the white, or on the red here. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to go back and color this little tip in here again. There we go. Okay, now here's the important part. Remember the huffing. We don't do this in class anymore, but I'm just going to put a little moisture on there, line this up, and put it down. Ta-da! Doesn't that look pretty? Instead of it all being one color, I think it looks nicer to have the varied colors in there. So let's go ahead and glue this together. I found it easier to glue the pieces onto our card base, you know, before putting it together, obviously. It will work a lot easier. There we go. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Miss Marie, I hope you like this card, because you're going to get it. Thank you for suggesting this. So when I say please suggest, I really mean it. It's so much easier for me if I have somebody say, this is what we'd like to look at. And then I go, okay, if I have it, and I have a lot, then I'm more than happy to do that. So there we go. So we have that on the back of the card. Now, here's our little mountain scene. Remember I told you we were going to use the mountains. So I just cut the top off of the paper, and you could get like 3 of them. See that? I just cut the top right off that paper. I got 3 mountain scenes on here. So here we go. Glue that together. I always have to turn it sideways. I don't know why. Put that in there. Okay. And then we're going to glue this right onto the paper right away, our card base. Get all my pieces out of the way. So this one is going to go right here. Just like that. All right, now here's my piece for on the front. So all of these have such cool backs. Some paper is like you don't know which side to use because it's all so pretty. This one just kind of telling the story, you know, with all the trimming of the town. I love the woodsy part of it. So this is going to go like this. This one's going to go right here. We're going to go ahead and put that on. I'm just gluing it. Okay, push that down. And I'm just centering it there. On there. Okay. Ta-da, ta-da. Now, that's it. That's all I have to do besides putting on my trees and my house. Pretty simple. So what I'm going to do is pull off this tear tape, and if you have it where it goes off, like I have a little edge here, just fold it back onto itself. And the simple way to do this is, let's see here, is this way, is to go down. This is going to go like this. This is going to go all the way down, and I'm just lining up my sides here. So I'm putting it all the way flat, lining up my sides along this edge, and give it a good ta-da. There you go. Simple Simon. You have the box made. That's perfect. Okay, so here are my joy down in my, I have, I did this cut out already. So remember we did this the other day where I used our adhesive sheets. So I cut this out. I had adhesive sheet on my white cardstock, and then I cut this out, and then I just pull away the backing, and now I have a sticker, and so I can just hover this over the top and put it down here. Ta-da! Same thing with my little joy. This is so thin. Can you imagine trying to put adhesive on here? We'd be wearing it. I'd be wearing it. I'd be wearing the adhesive. So with these sheets, look at that. It just pulls off. Super easy. And there we go. I'm just kind of centering it on there. And ta-da. Ta-da, ta-da. All right. That is going to go on my, above my mountains here. I'm going to put it on with dimensionals, which I have here somewhere. So let's put some dimensionals on there. This card is really, really fast. I mean, what's going to take longer is coloring, right? But, like I said, you could just cut out all the house and the two trees from your designer paper, so you wouldn't even have that. You could set this whole kit up, take it along, and make these while you're doing something else, while you're at the office or somewhere. There we go. Okay. And then this piece too, I am just going to cut out. Here we go. And it's because it says Joy to the World. I thought this was perfect, and it's kind of up on the mountains and overlooking the homes. So cool. And then when it folds up, most of this is hidden. There we go. Okay. So I could have done this on the sticky sheets too, so I didn't have to mess with the glue on here, but here we go. And I put this about right here. Ta-da. All done. Now, I am going to do a little bit of coloring. So I did use the colors that are suggested in here. So I have the light and dark Poppy Parade. I have my favorite, you know, Mango Melody, the light and dark. Old Olive, light and dark. And then I used bronze for the tree trunks. And let's see here. I do have for the roof, I have the light and dark Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to start out with my dark Poppy Parade. I'm going to use the pencil tip, and I'm just going to outline all the way around here. So I'm going to just give everything an outline with the dark, and then I'm going to come back with the light. There we go. And of course I have to turn things back and forth, you know. And then I'm going to come back with the light and just fill it in. So very easy, very fast. You don't have to take a lot of time doing a lot of shading. These are pretty kind of primitive looking, you know, drawings. They're not real fancy. So if you do it this way, it goes pretty fast. So there's my house. Now I'm going to go and I'm just going to fill it in. Oops, I forgot the bottom of the windows. Duh. Get all the lines. There we go. I'm just outlining everything. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Start over. Here we go. Okay. So now I'm just going really fast. Oh, did you see I missed another bottom here? The bottom of this area. I'm talking and not paying attention. But doing this and using the light and the dark, it gives you a little bit of definition without doing like a whole lot of shading and filling in. So there we go, just like that. Ta-da! I am going to go back and do this one because I forgot this one too. Lordy, lordy. I'm like, there we go. My windows and right over here. Because when it's all done, you can tell the difference. So I want to do it right for you. There. Okay. Ta-da, ta-da. And if you don't like the lines, like if you get it darker, just keep going over it with the lighter, going over the dark line, and it just kind of blends it in. Hence the name, The Blends. So there we go. Now I'm going to use the dark Misty Moonlight pencil tip again, and I'm just going to go really quick here across here. And I decided today I'm going to just cut these out real quick since I don't have my tree die. I have to find it. I know I used it here somewhere. No one else has been here but me, so you know, it's one of those things like, oh my goodness, really? And then I'm just going to put this in every other. There we go. So it looks pretty sloppy, but once you put in your color here, your lighter color, it will look great. Just kind of, because you can do it quick. It doesn't have to take you all day, especially if you're doing a bunch of these for Christmas. Sending them out. I did use, and I made some birthday cards, not all Christmas cards, so I thought that was fun. I have a brother who has a birthday in December, so I made a card that I thought would be perfect for him in December. So I did my door green here, so I'm just going to go outline, and then of course my trees, so I'm just outlining really quick here, back and forth. Oh, my dog's coming up. Malaya's coming to visit me. You can hear Peter must be resting up there. Then she comes down here for a little attention, sits by my side. There we go. Pets are a big part of our family. There we go. Okay. Ta-da, ta-da. Pretty fast. And then I'll fill it in quickly with, I'm using the paintbrush end. This is really tiny. I probably should use the other end, but I'm trying to speed it up for you guys. Since this is real life, I don't do any editing. You obviously can tell that when I make these little errors, and they're still here. That's how I know. That's how I help people in class, because I've already made the mistake first. Before anybody even gets started, I've probably done it already. There we go. Now I'm going to use my bronze here. I'm just going to fill in the tree trunks. There we go. And last but not least, my favorite, Mango Melody. I'm going to do the windows. So I kind of did little L shapes in the window. You could do the windows. I used them in the yellow because I thought it's glowing and warm. You know, you see that in there. But you could use blue. Some of them I used blue, just kind of a neutral pool party, because that's one of the colors that go with this. And same thing down here. And we are almost done here. I'm going to color this in quickly. And then you'll see a little bit of shading when it's all done and said. But you can see how fast. I mean, I'm going pretty quick here. There. All right. Now, lucky I'm not lucky because I can't find my die. However, I am lucky because these are super easy to cut out. So if you don't have the die set, if you just get the stamp set, do not fear. These are pretty easy. They're just blocks, right? So you're just cutting out really quickly. Sometimes some people at the class, Miss Joyce, sometimes they would just cut out instead of going up to the die. I mean, if it's the die's being used, if somebody's up at my embossing station, these are really fast just to cut out. So, and you can layer these up, like you can layer up the houses to create like a little lodge look. You know, have the house a little more 3D. If you look on the pages in the holiday book, you'll see that they have them kind of paired up with each other. Really cute. This is a super versatile, fun set. I mean, this would be a great one, I think, for kids too, with all the kind of primitive design for coloring. They could use watercolor pencils. You could do it on watercolor paper. You know, if you don't want them using your blends, there's a lot of other options. Would be really cute. There, one more. I'm almost done cutting out, but you can see how fast it goes. So, get my extra paper out of here. There we go. Whoops. Okay. Start at the bottom, and I'm just going to kind of go around it now. Get all of that cut out. I'm excited to show you the other ones. I was feeling guilty because I was down here a long time last night. Poor Peter was upstairs, and by the time I got upstairs, he had already gone to lay down. So we didn't get to visit too much last night. I was busy trimming the town. But that's the kind of set it is. I mean, there's so much you can do with it that you can sit down and just create very easily all this fun stuff. There. Okay. Let's get that out of the way here. Here's all that. I'm going to put it on with dimensionals. I put the house on with dimensionals, so I have to remember that it doesn't go up by the roof line. So don't put dimensionals that high if your house is going to be peeking out so that it looks 3D. And then on one tree, I did the tree not right next to the house, but the tree down from the house, I did a dimensional on too. So there we go. And I could use one of my tiny little dimensionals. Where are they? Here they are. Sorry about that. Here, I'm going to put one right on the tip here just so it's covered and safe. I don't want it falling off. Okay. One of the cute things, I think, when it folds up and goes into the card is that I wanted that joy to the world to not be seen. So I put this on like this. And then here's my tree that's going to be popped up. These babies are not moving. That is a lot of dimensional. And this one went down here. And then this one I just glued on. So put a little adhesive on it. Ta-da-da. There we go. And just popped it up a little bit. So, ta-da! And then, to add a little bit more interest, I put on my little snowflakes randomly here. So I'm just going to pick them up. Does that work? Did that work? I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to pick it up with my poker end. And I just added here and there a couple of the snowflakes because I like that when you turn it, you see that little bit of shimmer and shine. They're tiny, but they're really cute. They add a lot, I think. They add a lot of that one little last touch, you know, that makes it look like, oh, that's so cute. I love it. Here we go. I love trimming it up and putting a little extra, these extra little things on here. Looks like I need one more here. I'm going to put right smack dab in the middle. There. Okay. Here we go. Ta-da! So you can see the little stars and that. And here's the house. And here's the back. Ta-da! Pretty cute, right? Goes right into a regular envelope. And then when they open it up, they'll see that. Joy to the world. So, love that. Miss Marie, I hope you enjoy that card. Okay, now, I wanted to show you some other ones that I had made. So, I used, I showed you the multiple stamp sets, so just pick whatever you have. Here's one. where I stamped the trees in the background so it would have a little more something going on. I did do some sponging in here, making it look a little bit older, and then I just have the verse in the inside. So here I use my little people paper, more white, but I thought that was kind of pretty. And then here's the first one I did. So I told you I love this paper because the people have different skin tones. So, and then this went perfect, surround yourself in the love of the season. Again, I used my markers on the stamp set. We have our heart punch and our scallop heart punch. Here's our pretty poppy parade. And then here are the little embellishments for the trimming the town. And then I used a bit of it right inside because friends and family are the truest gifts of Christmas. And I thought that worked with this, the verse and the paper worked perfectly together. So that was kind of fun. Let's see here. And then I have this one. So here I just cut the trees and the houses out of the paper. So the only thing I stamped was the verse. Everything else is just from the paper. So I stamped the two verses, cut this out, and voila, I had a card all done. Super, super easy. Here is using that Peace and Joy again. It's one of my favorite things. This is one of the dies where it cuts out the tree in a nice little swoop. And I did add a little bit of shimmer to our beetle bug car. There you go, you can kind of see it. Ta-da. And here's the inside. So I had, this piece is 1 inch on here. So what I did, 1 by 3 3/4. I had extra, I cut it in half, so I put 1 on each side, and then I used the Peace and Joy stamp set for the inside. But I could have easily cut some of this out and put in here too. So there's that one. And then here's the last one that I said, perfect for a winter birthday. So I used that tree paper. I love that tree paper. And then I put on some little snowflakes again, so we have a little sparkle when you move it. And then watch this. Ta-da! Ta-da, ta-da. So it says, eat, drink, and be cozy. So again, that is popped up. And then I used the gold trim for the star for the tree. Up here, I used the little snowflakes again, so when they move the card around. Here's my little trick, too. So I put this, they have this little wreath on there, okay? So when you use the die for the wreath it has white in the center. Well, that bothered me. So what I do is I stamp the wreath, I color it in, and then I take a hand punch like this, a hole punch, and I punch the center out so that I don't have just a white piece. The wreath is a real wreath. So there we go. That's my Christmas card for my brother. Ta-da, birthday card. So wishing you the happiest birthdays. He's in Las Vegas, so he doesn't get to see snow. Ta-da. And then I used the die to get this nice curve up here. So I used lots of the green tree paper on this one. So that's it. That's what I've got for you. Some cute cards. This is a great set with a great meaning and purpose. $3 of each set. Stamp set goes to adoption, foster care, and infertility charities. So there you go. Look at that. We got a lot of fun cards today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm going to turn the camera around. Here we go. All right. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for caring and sharing, because that goes a long way. I appreciate that. I think we're up to, on YouTube, like 177 maybe subscribers. So for me, that's really exciting. I love that. I am going to get out this afternoon the kits for the Curvy celebrations. And hi, Sandy. And also For the people that commented, I think my camera's moving towards me. It's just like slowly moving. People who commented and watched my 100th video, I have something special to put in the mail for you too. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for supporting my stamping journey. I appreciate it. Tune in. Check out my classes on stampingjourney.com on my blog. And I will see you on Friday. So Miss Marie is going to get that card because she said, please do Trimming the Town. And I said, okay. If you suggest something that I use on Friday, hello, Lenore. If you suggest something I do on Friday, perhaps you will receive a card in the mail. So help me out. It makes my life easier. Hi, Cindy. Makes my life so much easier. I do well with directions. Give me a direction, I can run with it. So thank you. Y'all take care, stay safe. See you soon. Bye-bye.